On the iHeartRadio app. So I'm responding to the people who are texting me. I appreciate your patience. I was telling Mary in the break, I spent the better part of my entire morning rather than, I still have to put a show together each and every day in addition to all of the other things that need to be done. And in addition to that, I had to spend the bulk of my morning dealing with trying to figure that whole situation out. So anyway, as I said at the top of the show, if you listen to the iHeartRadio app primarily for commercials, you are in great shape. People hit me up asking if I'll have John Mulaney tickets. I will. John Mulaney's From Scratch tour. Romo Fijo in September. So I'll have John Mulaney tickets for you next week. I will also have tickets to see the Cavs when the Pistons are here. They play them in Detroit tonight, first game back after the All-Star break. But the Pistons will be here in Cleveland on March 19th. So I'll have those Cavs tickets for you next week, and also tickets for the Cleveland Boat Show. Auto Show starts this Friday. Boat Show, also at the IX Center, to prep you for spring and summer, and I guess part of fall. Is there going to be a Bill Squire appearance at the Cleveland Boat Show?
We're working on something. We are working on something. I don't know if it'll be an appearance or some sort of like video tour or something like that. We're just trying to figure it out because we don't have the promotions resources that we once had.
Understood.
So, but we are in the works with something that will help people know about boats.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just going to be a video of you in the bathroom like, I'm on the poop deck?
Why would they pay me for that?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Do you think that's what they would pay me to do?
I don't know. You're being vague. You're in the works about it. You said a virtual tour.
But what would me pooping have to do with that?
You like poop and farts.
But that's not what I'm promoting.
I don't know what you're promoting.
The boat show.
Yeah, the butt show.
Mary, it seems to me that you are severely underestimating the abilities of Bill Squire in a promotional capacity.
I might be. I don't know. That's what I'm asking for.
All right.
I'm trying to get clarification.
You want to know if he's there, precisely what he'll be doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that yet. That's why I'm being vague about it, because I don't know. I will guarantee I will not be filming myself on the toilet.
Okay, then. That's all I needed to know.
He can't tell you much, but he can unequivocally confirm that that will not be the case.
Is that something you want?
He did that last time. You know how that happened.
All right. Well,
yeah, that was him last time at the boat show. You might recall he was quite proud of that. That's right. Schooner. That's right. And they're going to have live music there, too. Blues Traveler, I believe, is going to be playing. So congratulations to John Popper and company. Alan, I'm going to, now that Bill told me to, I'm going to go get one of those Wendy's sandwiches.
They're very good. Hot honey chicken sandwich. I had one Sunday. Whew. It's a good way to spend your money.
Now, is the sandwich hot or is the honey hot?
Or is it spicy?
Well, there's a spicy chicken fillet.
Yeah.
And then you put hot honey sauce on that.
Temperature hot.
Yeah, like it's spicy.
Spicy hot honey.
Spicy, yeah. But it's sweet heat.
Okay.
So a little hot, a little sweet. It's nice.
Okay.
Dances on your tongue like a I don't know.
Fairy.
Like a what?
I was gonna say like a baby giraffe, but I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
It dances on your tongue like a baby giraffe. Mm-hmm. Wow, what do you do at the zoo? Fantastic.
Yeah, but they're real good.
You saw that Kanye has been banned from Saturday Night Live, given all of these not covert threats that he's making against Pete Davidson. Lorne Michaels has put his foot down and said that there's no way Kanye can show up at 30 Rock while Saturday Night Live is doing things there. And they're also not going to mention his name on that show. I wonder if they go in and they tell Jost and Che, hey, no Kanye jokes. They probably wouldn't do that, right? They're probably not going to go, no Kanye jokes. We don't want to mention his name on the show. It'd be the surest way to get a Kanye joke into Weekend Update.
Yeah, I think they would want to make those jokes because what he's doing, like, it's such a one-sided situation where Kanye's attacking Pete Davidson. Pete's like, dude, you're getting divorced from this lady because you act like the way you're acting right now.
Yeah,
you're not a well dude. Do you see the Donda performance, Donda 2, where he throws the microphone and just
Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, and again, to Poundcake's point, he's mentioned this before, not a Kanye conservator in sight. No one is going to court to try to get, I think because Kanye's got too much money. Britney ain't no billionaire.
But she was in the hundreds of millions by the time she had her conservatorship.
Still not a billion.
I understand that, but there wasn't...
Speaking of professionalism, when is it professional to publicly bash someone who's going through a hard time? Leave Britney alone!
Leave Kanye alone! Are we going to get Chris Crocker under a bedsheet again? 10 years hence? Crying about Kanye?
I'm just saying, at that time, Britney Spears was the biggest star on the planet. So I don't even think the money...
But Kanye West is God, Poundcake.
He's the richest black man in America.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Is he really?
On paper, do you think Kanye West is that liquid? Absolutely not.
But even like
$2 billion.
That number keeps getting bigger every time it gets printed.
How do they make that assessment, though?
Because same way that they put Kylie Jenner on the cover of Forbes and then found out she wasn't anywhere close to being a billionaire.
No, she was a billionaire. She was a billionaire. Then she sold the assets of the company for $400 million, and then so she...
Why didn't she sell it for $1 billion?
Forbes blew up her whole gambit there.
No, because she sold her part or half of the assets, or I think like $400 million of that. So she's still majority owner. But it's also owned by another company. So she has $600 million, and she sold the other $400 million. So she has that liquid.
Okay. $400 million liquid.
Yeah, I mean, because she sold it.
I understand.
But like, I don't understand how someone could act like that. Like, people will literally buy whatever he puts out because it doesn't have to be of quality. It doesn't have to be a good product. It just has to be Kanye's name on it.
That
and people buy
can't
it.
be true.
It's a troll. Yes, it is.
What's a troll?
It's not necessarily what Kanye is putting out. It's what he represents. And
But this is what he represents.
No,
what we're talking about right now is what he represents.
People think he's the underdog still.
Every person on the planet thinks they are the underdog. That's why people love underdogs, because every person thinks they're the underdog of their own story. Kanye is no different. Trust me, nobody was more in the tank for Kanye than my son. And he's got nothing to do with him anymore. He's like, guy's done. Lame.
Oh, no, Jude.
Lame.
Come on, man.
Kanye hadn't put out a good album in 10 years. This is what people associate him with now. Nobody's like, oh my God, you have got to hear. This is why he's so crazy. He is a genius. This new Kanye joint is unprecedented. No one says that.
His song is called "No You Can't Be on My Mama's Album." It was a shot at Cudi. No, you can't be on my mama's album. No, you can't.
Poor guy though. I mean, his mom dies getting plastic surgery, which guarantee he was paying for. That'll send you into some kind of spiral.
She was already rich though. Like
him.
No, she was a doctor.
That doesn't make you rich.
But
it just makes you not like it means
well off,
it means that you can be possibly comfortable. Yes, but I mean, when your son is making hundreds of millions of dollars, it doesn't matter if you're a doctor.
No, you can't be on my mama's album.
He loves that,
and that's what I'm saying, because he's petty. So people buy his stuff as a troll. It's a fu to like.
But to who? Like who
is he?
To the industry.
Who is trolling who?
Kanye West is trolling the industry because...
But you can't troll the industry unless people buy your stuff.
They do!
But you're saying people buy his things as a troll. Who are they trolling?
I don't see it. The only things I think people like about Kanye's clothes, like they may like his shoes. Because I would bump the Yeezys, but they're really expensive, so I never bought
But he was selling $300 white T-shirts.
Yes, and no one I haven't seen one person buy those unless you're on TV.
That's because it's like when Donald Trump Jr. has a bestseller. It's because his company bought all the books. It's the same thing with Kanye. His company is buying all of his stuff. So that when Billboard comes out and goes, Kanye's got a #1 album, find somebody who bought it. Good luck.
Didn't he just release it on like a...
He had to pack that album release event with the burning house. He had to put people there. He had to hire people to go to that thing. Didn't he what?
I thought that he just released, and I saw maybe this was.
He has his own
thing.
streaming service.
He has his own streaming service and a certain device you have to buy. It's like a $220 device, and it's the only device you can get.
Yes, Neil Young tried this years
Yeah.
ago, and it flopped spectacularly.
Yeah.
And that's Neil Young. It ain't gonna,
Scoop.
This is genius. This guy's yep. This guy's awesome.
Scoop, poop.
Yeah, guy's great.
Come on, you didn't bump Life of Pablo.
On site.
I've never listened to any of his stuff. I've never
The
enjoyed
early
Kanye.
stuff's great.
Some people say that. I
I
never
was-
cared about Kanye.
I was a homer for him,
Continue
but
to
then
not care about Kanye.
He lost the script somewhere along the line. But anyway, Pete Davidson is still dating Kim Kardashian.
Allegedly.
That's what I say too.
I think it is.
There's
a
no way these two are
publicity
spending
stunt.
nights together.
No, absolutely
Why?
not.
That's okay though.
I don't-
Maybe they're trying to stay pure.
Yeah.
It's a publicity stunt.
Talk about airdropping your video to somebody.
I think Pete was in such a distress after Ariana Grande and with Kim and her marriage unraveling, I think because they were both single and MGK is cool with Pete and he's friends with Travis Barker and he's dating Courtney, and then word got around, they're like, hey, you're single, Pete's single, you two should just hang out together and just get some good publicity out of it. So it's a
Listen,
distraction.
The greatest indignity of all is that Kim and her whole family have unfollowed Kanye on Instagram. Pete Davidson got back on Instagram. He was off because he's like, I don't care. He gets back on, gets like 2 million followers immediately. He's only following 8 people. He's following the Giants, the Knicks, the New York City Fire Department, Allen Iverson, Sebastian Stan, who's the Winter Soldier, and the Staten Island Ferry Hawks. Because he's a booster, and Kim Kardashian. But over at Saturday Night Live, they're like, no Kanye up here. No, we don't need him doing to Pete what he did to poor little T-Swift. Speaking of whom, Jake Gyllenhaal said, Taylor Swift's fans need to calm down. And you know how much they love to be
that'll
told
get them
that.
to calm down.
You want to talk about trolling
You
people.
took her virginity. They're going in on him.
Is he
People
the
are so
guy who
weird.
allegedly did that?
He stood her up at her 18th birthday party.
Was it 18?
I thought it was her
I thought it was-
21st.
yeah.
21st birthday party. Sorry.
But I wasn't. I didn't realize that he was the guy who allegedly took her virginity.
Somebody, I think it was John Mayer. Somebody, she lost her virginity to a celebrity.
Well, yeah, somebody did take her virginity.
No,
but
a
I mean,
celebrity
she's
did,
she's
though.
going to be 30 this year. I mean, she's not 18 anymore.
But she dated Jake Gyllenhaal like 10 years ago. So, okay, her 21st birthday. My bad.
He says that artists should take responsibility for the fans' cyberbullying. That's a little hard to police.
Because he ain't got no Gyllenhaal army. He want to get mad at the Swifties.
There are plenty of people who love Jake Gyllenhaal.
But they're not. He has fans that watch his movies, not following his every word on social media.
Right. His fans have lives and jobs and things that, they don't have unlimited free
Who
time.
cares about the Gyllenhaal? I don't know what his fan army would be.
Wow.
My mini bites will
Jakers?
attack. Yeah, the Jakers.
Yeah, anyway. He's like, her fans need to calm down.
Well, if you're a Taylor Swift fan,
He didn't mention her by
you've
name.
heard him.
Didn't mention her by name.
Okay, well, you know who you are. Just calm down. Just calm down. Mm-hmm. Fans are weird. That whole stuff just makes me so uncomfortable. Like attacking somebody online because they were mean to your favorite singer 10 years ago, and you're still not over it?
I'm not over.
I'm just always fascinated that the fans haven't grown out of it in 10 years.
That's
Well,
what he's
'cause-
saying, I think.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand why they haven't grown out of it or why they care so much. But then there's people like Poundcake that love the
'em.
pettiness and the
Get 'em.
drama, and it just makes you so happy, and it makes it so gross.
Smear him. Find out where he lives and smear poop on his door. Do something.
Cracking himself up over there.
happy.
He loves it.
Cause I just, it's funny. Like when
How
you're
is it funny?
when you're at that level and you can't date anybody because if you date them and your fans don't like them, it won't work. Like that is ridiculous to me. Like you
Well,
are
that
not.
means your fans that's kind of annoying. Don't
It's
you think
very-
she's
it's very
Don't
annoying.
you think she wishes she could just date the person that she wants to date
Imagine
and
if-
not have her fans feel so strongly about it that they have to try and ruin it?
Yeah,
It's
but
wild.
But they only don't like him because she writes songs about people, and her fans are like, "This song really got me through a hard time. He must have did her wrong. Like, let's get him."
Or must have done her wrong.
Yeah.
Either way, hey, Alan Cox Show After Hours line. Forget all this nonsense, right? God bless everybody. Anytime you want to leave us a message, you can. It's 216-986-8903.
Hey, gang, this is Kyle. I'm one of your regular listeners from Worcester. And I want to call to say this is going to be the end of an era. I'm no longer drunk Kyle. I mean, I'm still kind of drunk Kyle, but...
Does anybody remember drunk Kyle?
I don't.
Okay.
Tonight is the last night that I'm going to actually get drunk on the weekdays, because turns out that's not the best thing to do in life. Drinking a six-pack and then eyeing that next six-pack like it's just the most beautiful thing on the planet of Earth. So just wanted to call you guys. You guys have actually gotten me through some pretty tough times in the last couple months since I started listening to you guys. And, I just wanted to announce, this is the last time you're going to hear from Drunk Kyle on the weekdays. The weekends, though, are a whole other kettle of fish because, I'm not going to quit drinking. So you're always going to get, every now and again on the weekend, that little, oh, dear God, it's this number. Yeah. So, just wanted to call you guys, say, hey, I will try and do a live call on Friday because it's the one day I have off this weekday. So this will be the last you hear from me, hopefully this weekend. Anyway, I'm about to go past.
I'm about to go past. Okay, there you go. Thank you. There's Drunk Kyle, who I guess maybe he's called the show on a number of occasions, but... Listen, George C. Scott, as Patton said it best, America loves a winner and will not tolerate a loser unless you happen to elect him to president. Nevertheless, this guy says, hey, I'm turning over a new leaf, and I don't think it's overestimating it to say maybe he was inspired by one Mary Santora.
Maybe. It'll be 3
Do
years.
you drink on the weekends?
I don't drink at all.
Oh.
You ever?
Not even on the weekends?
Not even on the weekends.
What about during the week?
Not even during the weekday.
What
ends.
about in the morning?
Nope.
Yeah,
What about after midnight?
What if you just switch it
Nope.
around? You just drink in the morning, that way you can cut yourself off and sober up during the day.
Nope.
Breakfast.
Nope. 3 years
Breakfast
next week.
hours only.
Yeah.
Drink during breakfast hours
Relapsing
only.
during breakfast hours only.
Yeah.
I'm Mary Santora, and I drink during breakfast hours only.
Ever heard of a
I have
mimosa?
myself a hot honey chicken sandwich from
Wendy's.
It'll Come to Me. Now, I
And in
can
the
never
morning, it's
remember.
a hot honey chicken biscuit.
Yeah.
Get that biscuit. It's going to be, what, 3 years next week?
3 years, March 3rd, next week. Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm.
I think it's Wednesday?
Let me look at my
I believe
calendar.
It's Thursday.
Thursday, yes.
It is a
Thursday.
Thursday. It is 1 week from today.
1 week from today, 3 years sober.
Wow. That means you have 2 years and 51 weeks sober as of today.
Yes.
Why not celebrate that anniversary?
Because next week's
Very
a bigger number. It's nice and round. Easy.
Yeah. All right, listen, I've got to take a break. If you want to text for something, 35192, AlanCoxShow.com if you want to hook up with us there or watch. And we'll be back.
The Alan Cox Show.